What's going on, you all? Today we're talking about the 5 best Quest 2 games that are completely free. You heard that right? Free. So in this list, I'm going to go ahead and just say some things, some exclusivity. So right here on these free games list that we are chatting about, at the end, I'll give y'all some more insights and everything. And of course, I'm going to say we are not going to be naming VR chat and Rec Room just due to the simplicity, and that's more of an entry level, but I did put that in another free list you can check out in our other videos. Cheap plug, so ensure you're checking that out. But right now we're going to do some 5 Quest 2 games, the best ones I believe that are completely free, and we all know how that goes. And plus, if you want more and more, you can always do a side quest and app labs and much more, while the Oculus store is continuously vamping itself and getting it really much to the next level. So let's go ahead and talk about these games, and you definitely don't want to miss it, so let's get right into it. I want to thank y'all so much for over 200,000 followers on TikTok as we do tech, gaming, and more. And we really gather up insights and communication in a community for everybody to just put their insights in. And we do reviews. We talk about products. We work with tons of companies and sponsors and much more in the gaming industry. So if you're interested in stuff like that, hit us up on TikTok. And of course, if you want longer, in-depth formats, much more things like this, then hit us up with a subscribe and a thumbs up right here. If you want to consider it, we would love to have you, and your company would mean the world to us. So just hit us up right here, give us a thumbs up, and let's go ahead and let's get it. So number 1, we're gonna go with touring carts. Touring carts. Now this can be an up and down for some people, but touring carts is just completely fun in my opinion. If you're a fan of Mario Kart, we already know how monumental that is. Now there has been a lot of spin-offs in the kart aspect, of course, like the SpongeBob ones and the Sonic ones and all these other things, but Mario Kart in general is what we think about the foundation when you think of a kart game. Now touring carts is in VR and it has a lot of the fun lashes and the fun against and the multiplayer aspects, just all the realms of what a kart game is to be, but it is in VR. So being in a car racing game in VR is much different. You know, I always get asked about Forza and stuff, but when it comes down to this, it's obviously not Forza. But when you want to step back and gather in your insights and watch the kart aspect and just have fun with it, you know, you just know everything when you're clashing against your friends in a multiplayer and online. Having a kart game is always fun, especially if you're a fan of Nintendo Switch, or if you own a Nintendo Switch right now. Owning one on VR, being able to play it is a lot more fun, and just having it in your view is always pretty cool, and the motions and just everything controlling it is fun. So touring carts, a VR version of Mario Kart, is something that's free. It's fun and it doesn't take up a lot of room, so you can just try it out. If you don't like it, you can simply delete it. But in my opinion, definitely a arsenal game that you need to have in your library so you can rotate it in terms of just playing all these other games. So I try to give you a different variations of genres so that you can have something for free that are legit. So touring carts is one. Next is going to be Gorilla Tag. Of course, legendary. Gorilla Tag is legendary, hands down. If you're not having legendary gameplay in your legendary VR, then we don't know what you're doing, right? Gorilla Tag, have some room ready. Just be ready to run around. I mean, next coming up is going to be Nerf Championship and a Space Pirate Arena also. So those are going to be games that are fully much expanded on what Gorilla Tag is doing. Gorilla Tag is such a legendary game that it has upped the aspects of wanting to expand the Guardian in the V30 update with much more room and really being able to get you to play around more and more in a larger space. So Gorilla Tag inspired games like Space Pirate Arena that's coming out soon, and the Nerf Ultimate Championships, which I did announce on our other videos. So go check those out, man. We have a lot of stuff on there, so and the V30 updates and everything. So yes, so Gorilla Tag, legendary. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. It's free. You get it on App Lab Games, and just go check it out. Get it. Don't even waste your time on it. That definitely is kind of like an earlier graphic game, but that usually is in the trio. If you're downloading VR Chat, Rec Room, then you usually go to Gorilla Tag next. But Gorilla Tag for sure is always going to be on the list. I would rather put that just as a game that's super fun. Next, of course, the baddest, the biggest, the best FPS you can get for free. It is a crime how free this game is. Literally, it's a crime. Pavlov Shack. The beta format. It's called a beta, but it's like a full game. It's basically Pavlov the full game, and it's a crime. It's still free. It's still free. It's on App Lab Games. Pavlov, 100%. I get thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of questions on Pavlov Pavlov is a must-have. You go to App Live Games, it's real easy. Or if you go on your headset, you can go on your mobile phone or your headset. If you go on your headset, I made a full video on this. Y'all can check that out. Also, a lot of cheap plugs in here today. We got tons of videos. That's why you always want to stay with your boy. You just type Pavlov, you search it down a little bit, and it's right there. It'll give you an App Lab Games section. You download it, and just like that, it's free. Like what I said, it's a crime how good that game is, and it's free. I don't know how long it's gonna be free until they transfer it over to the Oculus store, but as soon as that comes around, I'll be sure to give y'all an update on that. But for now, it's still free, so it's always gonna be on the top list. If it's on nobody's top list for free games, I don't know what they're thinking. That FPS game is fast, it's fun, it's great. Just go get Pavlov. Please put it in your library. It's free. Free 99. Next is gonna be Real Commodore 64. This is a side quest game, a little bit harder to get, but Real Commodore is just your basic PC essential format, kind of like how Super Mario All-Stars is, where it just has a million games in one, or all the classic collection games. So Real Commodore 64, the VR version for Quest, basically is giving you classic PC games from the 80s and stuff, and you're allowed to play them all in VR format. So I wanted to put that in there just because you just get a super range for classic games and just having a lot of fun and a lot of in-depth fun and just having choices. We all love choices, and it's an emulator that I was created, and so being able to have that, it's just a lot of fun. When you have a game that has all-in-one, we always want to go back to those type of games. Like I always go back to Sega Genesis classics or Nintendo, Super Nintendo classics, where it just has a ton of games all in one. And so Real Commodore does that. I had to put that on here because what better is it to have a top 5 list, but the name a game that actually has a lot of games in there. So go check that out. Real Commodore is dope. It's super fresh. You definitely want to look into all of it and just the whole thing. You get mini floppy disks and you're putting it into the PC, and it's just real fun. It's a fun day. You can grasp everything, and the way it has been converted into a VR format is still fresh in the making, but I mean, there's still going to be updates, and they're really pushing on that a lot. So really check that out. If you're a classic person like myself, you enjoy stuff like that. Like me, nice and old, we love our PC stuff, man. Real Commodore 64, go and check it out, my fam. And of course, this right here for the number 5, we're gonna go with Marathon, like marathon. This right here is a first-person obstacle course type of game. Lots of climbing, lots of moving around. You get to face other players. Kind of gives you a Boneworks aspect meshed in with a Fall Guys. That's what is usually said. Now, I'm not saying that personally, but that's usually what it is known for. Lots of obstacles, and if you like Fall Guys, you know how that goes. You're just going on the obstacle course, you're moving around, you're bumping, you're shoving. And Boneworks, you already know how that goes. The insane fun physics in that game, and just the up and down, and then you get to climb. You just do so much things that are really immersed. This gives you a full in-depth of what VR really is rolling into. Also, as this is still somewhat of a newer game, you definitely just want to check it out. It's for free. I want to put these last two games that I'm naming, the Real Commodore 64 and the Marathon, are fresh and are just a little bit more of a twist to a list, because other list ones are going to have the VR chat and the rec room, which I gave y'all a warning earlier that we were not naming that. So to go over the top 5 that we're talking about is going to be the Touring Carts, Gorilla Tag, Pavlov, Real Commodore 64, and Marathon. And of course, we're going to stay right here with a bonus, Echo VR, the zero gravity game. What else do I need to say about that? Echo VR, if you're not playing Echo VR, you are missing out. That is a crime. I think 2 games that are really a crime to be free is Pavlov and App Lab Games, and Echo VR, which is officially in the Oculus store. So Echo VR, it being free, is like mind blowing. It's a futuristic game, zero gravity. You face off at each other, just so much things, and the way that really immerses you. It really reminds me of what Super Hot kind of does also, but of course Super Hot, you're more on the ground. The zero gravity essence of Echo VR is super fun, and just you feel like you're in a whole nother realm. Like literally, it tricks your subconscious mind, or like when you're done with it, you're like, whoa, because you're just floating everywhere, and you could feel the floating and the climbing, the jets in there, and just get involved with Echo VR. It's a fun game. So along with that, you could switch out Echo VR with anything. I just wanted to throw that as a bonus because it's kind of a 5 and a 6 and a 5 and a 6. I mean, I would put it probably, if you want to switch out Real Commodore, you can just put Echo VR. Either way, I just wanted to put that list together because, well, those are great games. So I appreciate you all so much. If you all want more content like this from tech, gaming, reviews, products, and more, we're going to have tons of things. We have many products. We're going to be doing gaming headsets and microphones, and then VR. That's usually what our head stakes are when we're coming to this channel. We give you lots of in-depth and lots of news and updates and more. And then also hit us up on our TikTok community, over 200,000 followers, tons of engagement. And so if you're looking for new people to meet, new people to game with, man, go over and go there, man, or come over here and hang out, man. I appreciate y'all so much, and y'all have a good one, and check out those games for free. Peace.